I'm so glad the contract's gonna be finished after this. Shintaro has a lot to live up to now, but I'm sure it'll figure itself out. Huh? What? Wait, what?
What are you doing? Excuse me?
Wait, Akiyama-kun!
What the hell? What have you done? We're in the middle of a business meeting and you just threw away the materials that the clients have prepared for you? This is unheard of!
Explain why you did such a thing, Akiyama-kun. My name is Asuka Hanjo, and I work in the sales department of a fairly well-known chain restaurant. We are having a business meeting as we usually do in the sales department.
So are you okay with the content of this contract? Yes, let's move forward with… excuse me one moment, please. Hello? Yes, I'm in the middle of a business meeting. Huh? Red foods? Oh, okay.
Is there a problem?
Well, I just got an order from the higher-ups that they want us to try to get an additional 2% discount if possible.
Why do you say that?
Apparently a better offer was made by another company. We have worked with your company for a very long time, so we want to work with your company instead, but… An additional 2%, huh? Okay, let me go back to my boss and see what they think.
Okay then, let's go with an additional 2% price cut.
Really? Hey, don't just decide something like that without consulting everyone.
Maybe in return you'd be able to have a 3-year-old contract instead.
3 years? But, I mean, it's usually a 1-year contract. Why the longer deal?
Well, we would like to cut back on the amount of competition we have, you know? So we will cut back 2%. No, 3%. But in return, we ask for a longer contract.
I need to talk to HQ first, okay?
Sure. We hope to hear good news from you.
Hey!
What?
How dare you do such a thing without consulting the powers that be? Do you understand how big of a deal 3% is?
It's totally fine. As long as we can get a 3-year contract, it's a long-term benefit for the company as a whole.
You didn't even get my permission to do that. Besides, you don't even realize that 3% isn't like sales tax or something. We're not talking about a nickel or a dime here.
I understand that. I told you a second ago too, but you have to look at the big picture. If you don't cut the price, then we will lose our contract. We either cut our price or beg. Which do you think is better?
Tell that to the CEO. It's not gonna go well, you know. You might even end up getting fired. What? 3%?
Yes, but we signed a 3-year contract in return.
3 years?
If we lose a contract with a company, it would be a huge loss for us. Imagine if our rivals actually secure a contract with them. We have no choice but to take what they have and just go with it. I understand that we're not exactly in the most comfortable place, but we have a long history. They can't just cut us down like that.
Right.
The important thing is that both parties speak up and share each other's honest opinions. Doing that will allow each other to find their fair ground. I think that they will keep maintaining this contract after 3 years too.
Well, sure, we were talking about that or cutting the contract, but this is a little too far, right, sir? Great job. Sir? I like the sound of being stable for 3 years. We might have lost an entire contract in half a year. Thank you. You really taught us a lesson on this one. Thank you.
I will continue to work hard for us, sir.
Stop acting so damn full of yourself. You just got lucky this one time around. It's not gonna go well next time.
Maybe so.
I mean, you're pretty beautiful, you know? Must be nice being so pretty and having everything handed to you.
That's got nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, okay, sure. The CEO really does like his younger women. You really pulled this one off, didn't you?
I wasn't trying to pull this off or anything.
That's right. You know what? You're so amazing. I'll give you a job then. There's a new employee joining us tomorrow.
A new employee?
He's joining us at kind of a weird time. He used to be the secretary of a big-time CEO, but apparently he got into a big argument with the CEO, so he quit.
I see.
In other words, he's a problem child. But I mean, you two are both problems, so hey, maybe you'll get along. You can teach the problem how to do his job for a while.
Understood. I had to act as a mentor because of my boss being completely insane. I was a little worried, to be honest, considering he was calling the new hire a problem child.
Alright everyone, I'm going to introduce you to a new employee from now on. His name is Shintaro Akiyama. I'm Shintaro Akiyama. You don't need to say anything else? That's it.
What a bland guy.
Alright, Shintaro, I want you to team up with Asuka. Hanjo, I want you to show off how elite you really are to Shintaro, huh?
Understood, sir. Nice to meet you, Akiyama-kun. Here's your desk.
Thank you so much.
Can you kind of tell what you do as a sales worker? What you specifically do? We leave the office, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, great. Would it be alright if you come with me to a business meeting then?
Sure.
You used to be a secretary at your old office, right, Akiyama-kun?
Yes.
It sounds like if you're the CEO's secretary, you'd be able to get some really good food, huh? We've got a pretty reasonable menu here, so you might not enjoy it enough.
Sure.
I can't keep this conversation going. So anyway, what was the most expensive store that you have ever been to? Right. You don't really remember, huh? We're almost there. He really worked as a CEO with this personality, huh?
Nice to meet you. I'm Ito from Bleep Meats.
I'm Asuka Hanjo from MoniRobo Foods. This is a new employee of ours, Shintaro Akiyama.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for letting me come along. Sure, nice to meet you too. Let me go ahead and give you the documents related to the contract then. Is the product that MoniRobo-sama looking for the special chosen beef?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, the product that our company is going to be offering is one of the highest quality red meats among all the red meats, but we were able to provide it at quite a reasonable price.
It really is very cheap, isn't it?
But there is a slight problem. Red Foods is actually asking to buy the meat at a slightly higher price.
Red Foods again? What kind of price are you looking at?
Well, they're going to be buying at a price that is $1,000 more expensive than your offering price.
Understood. Then we will add another 1.5K.
Huh? Are you sure about that?
I will talk to the CEO and make sure that he says yes. We would really love to work with you at Bleep Meats.
We don't know how to thank you enough. We were really hoping to have great business relationships with you as well at MoniRobo Foods.
I'm very glad to hear that. Oh, sorry about that. Can you give me a moment to step out?
Sure, go for it. Asuka is a very soft-spoken woman, is she not? Huh? Yes. She's also quite beautiful, don't you think? Well... Oh, sorry about that. Are you interested in her like that? Huh? I see, but if you don't actually announce your presence, then you know that someone is just gonna take her from you, right? Well...
Sorry to keep you all waiting. Alright, so we can move forward with the contract. We're all on board here.
Oh, yes, please. I hope this is a long and healthy business relationship. Oh, and just a little personal opinion.
What is it?
He's a new employee, right? Seems like he really respects you quite a bit, Asuka.
Huh? Really?
You've got this, Akiyama? I really want you to put your back into this. Okay.
Alright, here's to celebrate you joining us at the company. Cheers!
Cheers.
It's your first day here and you already respect me, do you? That's so nice to hear.
It's a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Ito just misunderstood that I had feelings for you, Asuka. That I admire you. I do respect you, but it's not exactly the kind of admiration that Ito was trying to say.
Huh? I didn't know that he was the kind of person to say that kind of thing.
Sorry about that.
It's totally fine. You don't have to respect me or anything. You don't have to be so uptight.
Sorry.
Why do you quit your old position anyway? I know that working as a CEO secretary is one of the most stable jobs you can have. Did something happen?
Well, I didn't actually become the CEO through actual skill.
What do you mean?
Well, my father, who was a CEO, wanted me to work for him to study how the world worked. But I was just so bad at talking that I ended up getting into an argument and,
Huh? No way! Then why did you come to frickin' sales?
I thought that maybe I'd get better at talking.
I see. Well, dang, that's pretty tough.
Tough?
Nothing, just thinking out loud. I'm sure a lot of people are counting on him because he's the ex-CEO secretary. But if they find out about this, then he might get fired real quick.
Sorry.
What is it?
I'm not actually good with booze.
Ah! Someone call an ambulance! Shintaro-kun, the new employee, was just really bad at talking. I mean, why wouldn't he be? He had almost no experience working in a regular office, and he had no actual time working as a secretary. A lot of his bosses and coworkers still expected him to be a very good employee. If they find out that he's not what they expected, I decided to really put my back into training him from the ground up. Thank you so much for all of your important time today. Now you.
Thank you so much for your important time.
That's way too low. I want you to be more happy about it. If you don't speak up, it makes it look bad. Sales is all about energy and loyalty. You've got to deliver passion.
Right. Seeing you do your work, Asuka, I really do feel that way.
I don't think that you speak so loud normally, but with work, you need to really just switch into work mode and work hard, huh?
Okay.
Not okay. No stuttering. Okay.
Okay.
Just once is good.
What is going on here? You two are getting along awful well, huh?
Hello, sir.
Hey, Akayama, you're not being flirted with by Honjo, are you?
Huh? No, that's not...
This girl really has no connections to boys at all, so I was just worried that she might try to flirt with her employees, you know?
I wouldn't do such a thing, so please don't worry.
Yeah, I guess that we'll just have to see about that, huh? Alright, Akayama, I think you're starting to get used to the swing of things at work now, so how about you go to a sales meeting alone tomorrow, huh?
What?
You must be getting tired of being with this girl the whole time, right?
I think it's a little too soon for that.
What are you talking about? He was literally the CEO's secretary. Working at a sales meeting is gonna be a piece of cake.
No, well, I was hoping that maybe I could have a little more time.
Huh? Why do I have to sit there and wait for you while you look for someone to marry? I was spot on, wasn't I? You're totally after him.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
I just don't have enough confidence yet, so would it be alright if I get a little more time, please?
Huh? I see. So both of you like each other, huh? Come on, you two, you need to focus on your job.
It's not about love or romance. I want to become independent after I have a more solid understanding of my job duties. I'm hoping that you understand.
Okay, fine, I get it. However, you only get 2 more weeks. It's pretty inefficient for 2 people to be constantly going to business meetings.
2 more weeks. I'm gonna train you up so that you can go to a business meeting all alone in 2 weeks, so you be sure to keep up, kid.
Okay.
Great, that was a perfect answer. However, I only had 2 weeks' time before we started. I was gonna train him like a Spartan in the 2 weeks I had.
Man, he really was a CEO's secretary, huh? He doesn't seem like he can do anything at work. I swear there has to be more to this.
For 2 weeks, I used overtime to teach him as much as I possibly could. But of course, he had almost no experience and was horrible with people, so he wouldn't change that dramatically in 2 weeks. If anything, he started muttering more because of the pressure, and he was even more nervous than before. And around 2 weeks later, we were called up to the CEO's office. Hello, sir.
Ah, there you are. I've heard a lot about you two. You two are up-and-coming superstars, huh?
Oh, I see.
I've heard that you two will be disbanding your little team starting tomorrow, but I want you two to disband after a certain job.
Huh? What kind of job?
Well, there's gonna be a very big rival chain company that's coming up to work with us. It's one of the biggest potential clients in our history, but we were hoping that you'd be able to take this case on for us. We want you two to have this under your belt as a new, up-and-coming employees. Would that be alright with you guys?
If I have even a little more time to train Shintaro-kun. Okay, sure. I'll make sure I can secure the contract for us.
Great, I look forward to it. By the way, the people that we're working with are going to decide between 5 companies, so it's gonna be quite a tough battle, but even if you can't secure the contract, make sure that we don't leave a bad impression.
Sir.
Understood.
They're really counting on us, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Why is this happening, though?
Whatever the case, let's get this contract in the bag. Then I think our company will be smooth sailing for at least 10 more years.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
There you go, that's the spirit. Ugh.
Are you okay, ma'am?
It's fine. It's just my first time coming to a restaurant that's this expensive.
My father has taken me to this kind of restaurant a few times as a kid.
Must be nice being the CEO's son. If only you weren't here for work, huh?
Hello, sorry to keep you all waiting. Nice to meet you both. I'm Wada from the sales department of Shinjuku Food Life.
Nice to meet you. I'm Asuka Hanjo from MoniRobo Foods.
I'm Shintaro Akiyama from MoniRobo Foods. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
He's putting his back into it. I like it. Alright, thank you for sending me the documents beforehand with regards to the partnership.
Oh, I'm glad that you had a chance to look through them beforehand. What did you think about our suggestion?
I think that was quite the appealing suggestion. However,
Was there a problem with the contract?
well, there were a few problems with the ingredient supply chain. Please take a look at these documents. The company that we buy pork meat from seems to have quite a bad relationship with your company, Company B. I think that we will have to get them to talk to each other for you to actually have this business partnership.
I see. I suppose that is definitely something to be aware of.
I don't think that there are any other problems, though. We would love to sign this contract with you.
I see. Thank you so much. I didn't realize that this business meeting would be so simple.
Well, it really was such an amazing suggestion. I think that we basically all agree that we want to be partnered with you without any real problems.
I'm so glad to hear that. Could you go ahead and sign here, please? It's the same stuff that you signed beforehand. I just need you to sign again in person, you know?
Okay, sure. Let me take a look at the content just in case. I'm so glad the contract's gonna be finished after this. Shintaro has a lot to live up to now, but I'm sure it'll figure itself out. Huh? What? Wait, what?
What are you doing?
Excuse me.
Wait, Akiyama-kun!
What the hell? What have you done? We're in the middle of a business meeting and you throw away the materials that the client had prepared for you? This is unheard of.
Explain why you did such a thing, Akiyama-kun.
I know for a fact that you actually aren't really elite, are you? You were just a secretary because you used your connections, your parents' connections. You were too quiet, so I just did my research on it, to see if you were actually a secretary. Then I found out that you got your job based on your connections. Man, they really did just give us a grenade, huh? You thought that you could get by in sales, huh, you useless man?
You don't have to say that much.
You're fired! Get out of here!
Understood.
And you stay at home. You better be ready to deal with the repercussions.
Yes, sir. Afterwards, I had to stay at my house for a week. I continued to reach out to Akiyama-kun, but I couldn't get in touch with him. I was full of worry and doubt for a week. Why did he destroy the documents like that? I want to know why. Is he really okay with just getting fired like that?
Hey, loser, you finished cleaning up your stuff yet?
Akiyama-kun!
Hey, you're supposed to be at home right now.
Are you sure about this? Why did he destroy those documents? I need to know why.
Shut up. You need to get the hell out of here.
Please, I just want you to tell me. I don't want to lose you without knowing the truth.
Honjo.
We were a pretty good team for a little while, right?
Yeah, I don't know about good team.
Well, actually.
Oh, there he is. Huh? Is that? I'm so sorry.
Huh?
After rechecking our documents back at the company, the papers that Akiyama tore up had the profits completely twisted around. There was a lot more illegal additions and contract materials as well.
Huh? Why?
Well, apparently there was a spy from Red Foods Company. They were always losing their contracts to MoniRobo Foods, so they were trying to get in the way.
You knew that? That's why you tore it up and threw it away?
No, I was just so surprised at how different the material was from what he told us, so I didn't know what to do. So I thought that we were being tricked, and I wanted to show him that we really meant business.
You don't have to rip it up, though.
My dad always told me I had to resist evil and be loud about it. I thought that they were trying to fool us, so...
You're essentially right. We should have been more thorough in our checks. That's essentially us completely tricking you, and I'm so sorry about that.
It's okay.
If you had signed on the spot, then we would have also been in the red, as we were trying to sign something illegal with you.
So the material that you gave us beforehand wasn't tampered with?
No, actually the material was already tampered with beforehand.
Huh?
I thought the documents before were given to us from our boss.
Right. He didn't. He didn't actually rewrite the material even more than... Security! Get that man!
Oh, stop it! Let go of me!
Afterwards, my boss was successfully apprehended by security. Apparently, Red Foods was trying to offer him a position there with higher pay. In return, they wanted him to rewrite and tamper with documents. Of course, that's illegal, so Red Foods was also penalized under business law. Our boss now had nowhere to go and had a criminal history now. He had a criminal history and was jobless. He's still living on the streets and hasn't been able to find a new job either. That's how Akiyama-kun's termination was reversed as well. Phew, I'm glad that everything turned out fine, but let's not tear documents up in front of our clients from now on, huh?
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe that my boss was in on it, though, and it goes to show that I didn't read the documents and actually pay attention to them afterwards. I've still got a lot to learn.
Oh, not at all. You're always a reliable mentor.
Thank you. I think we can continue working as a team now, but it's back to the training. Are you ready for this?
Yes, ma'am.
I was actually saved by Shintaro-kun in a surprising way. This time around, I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna turn him into a really great man to become a great time.